going down? How are you guys? Hold on, let me check my camera. Hold on, make sure I'm good. Am I good? Hey, what's up, sis? Um, all right, man. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. Let me swap my camera out. There we go. Look at that. Then now I don't look all sweaty and weird. I don't look all sweaty and weird. How's this camera angle? A little better? I don't know. How you guys doing? Hey, what's up, Jerry? Hey, can you guys hear me? I'm not really hearing a lot of echo like I usually would. Hey, Alexis. Thank you, Miss Anya. Hey, Jerry. Okay, perfect. How are you guys? How you doing, Alexis? Good. All right, perfect. Well, I'm 2 minutes in, and apparently, if people don't like you, they're not gonna stay anyway. I'm doing okay, ma'am. I'm doing okay. I'm actually doing okay. Um, and so we've been trying to do something a little different, and what we're trying to do is just kind of jump in, get started. If you know who I am, great. But if you don't, let me introduce myself. My name is, like Jay-Z used to say. Let me reintroduce myself or whatever. But anywho, today, hold on 1 second. Gotta swap that out. Today is 55 days. 55 days. Hey, what's going on, Majati? How are you, dear? 55 days. Yes, I can't believe it either. Hold on, let's see if I got this right. Can you guys hear that? Good. Tell me if you guys can hear that in my ear. Can you hear the clapping in my ear? I'm good, man. See, we're clapping not only for us being here. I'm giving you permission to clap for me. And I'm clapping for 55 days that we've been doing this. Right? Like I said, if you don't clap for you, nobody else will. Hold on. You guys hear that? Okay, he said hell yes. Awesome. Okay, I finally figured out how to put some background music and sound effects on here. So if I'm doing it, let me know that you can hear it. Because if you can't, that's not good. Okay? So I'm gonna play one more. Tell me if you can hear it or not. Okay, what was that? I'm not gonna tell you. Because then y'all be like, oh yeah, I heard that. I'm not telling you squat. Tell me what that was so that I can move forward. Yes, okay, perfect. Thank you, Jer Bear. Thank you guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I had to text my kid. His friend's father usually wants him home around 8:30. I don't know why he just doesn't go home, but whatever. It's what it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for showing up. I appreciate you. All right, no, that's fine. Thank you, Renita, for showing up in general. Thank you. Um, okay, so I'm just gonna get started. Tonight's tonight's topic is why your word means more than you know. Okay? Why your word means more than you know. Like I'm just saying. So anyway, my name is Fearless Cummings. Thank you and welcome to Ags Fearless World, where I talk about dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, and my job is to give you some little bit of life advice and wisdom and all that good stuff, whatever, for your dreams, goals, aspirations, and or problems. You can question me or anybody in my group. We can probably help out quite a bit because they've been listening to this for the last 55 days. Okay, wonderful. I do come with a warning, such as if you are easily offended, then this is probably not for you. Again, we talk about our dreams, goals, aspirations, problems, patterns, good and bad, and also things that prevent us from moving forward. So if you don't like intellectual, philosophical, stimulating conversations, this isn't it for you. If you don't like taking accountability, ownership, or responsibility, again, this is not for you. Cool? Cool. Let's move on. Um, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not here to coddle. Okay, I'm not even here to fix you because you're not broke. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, that's a cheat sheet, but I'll just give that to you later. Before we get started, please go grab yourselves a pen and pad or whatever you need to get focused. Snacks, drinks, blankets, snuggies, walkie-talkies, charger, and reading glasses if you need them. Right? All right, let's keep it moving. Everything that I've talked about for the last 55 presentations, yes, we have had 55 presentations. Everything revolves around repetition. If you want to learn something, make sure it's repetitive. Anything worth learning, teaching, knowing, or understanding revolves around this one word. Got me? Of course you do. Hold on, where we at? Excuse me. Like anything else, please ask any and all questions as humanly possible because I'm only here to help. Okay? Every single one of these presentations are cookie cutter, which means for the most part, they're all the same. I just swap out what I'm going to talk about. But for the most part, it's all the same shit. Here's the thing what's not the same is when you ask questions, when you participate in the conversation. Then it's not cookie cutter. Then it's specific for you. Okay? Perfect. Now, before we get started, there's something that everybody on my team, they already know what I asked for. But for the rest of you, you don't know. Hold on, let me get it started. In every man's life, he's going to be asked for two different things. Either he wants it or he doesn't want it. In our case, we want it. We want all the smoke. We want any and everything that comes along with it. So before we get started, from the depths of hell, from the bleachers of heaven, can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get my hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen? Do you hear the thunder rolling? Do you guys hear the thunder rolling? Now, yeah, I'm telling you, I figured it out. I figured it out. I want to show you guys something, right? So if you look at number 4, what does it say on number 4? What does number 4 say? Yeah, really? Sorry, guys. Okay, hold on. What? Yes, thank you. Ask and fitful, figure it the fuck out. And today, that is exactly what I did. I figured it the fuck out. Remember, I've been telling you guys that I need to get a mixing board and put all the stuff on it. No, this program does all of it for you. I just have to stop being lazy and figure out exactly what I need to figure it out. Exactly. Always seek knowledge. Thank you, Rebecca. And thank you, Chris. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. We figure things out. Okay? That's our thing. That's how we get started. So, without further ado, hold on one second. Let's see if we can. Did I do I no, I didn't do my game show. It's all good, whatever. You know what, I'll do it anyway. Y'all like that? That word of the week music? I don't know, whatever. So anyway, word of the week time. I'm gonna create something else different for it. But okay. Word of the week, like we said before, is friend. Right? For those of you who are new to this, we do usually a word of the week, not a word of the day, word of the week. Because majority of the time we use words that we have no idea what the definitions are. I love words. As a life coach, uh, I'm always asking you, what does that mean to you? So I wanted to give you guys some simple words that we use every day and give you the definition as well as the synonym and the antonym for those words. Okay. So, friend basically means that anybody who offers trust, support, and shared understanding through the good times, the bad times, and the boring times. Now, these people, they're more than just a title. You choose them, they choose you, right? Without demand, transaction, or obligation. Most of us choose people by obligation, not because we want to, but because we're in a situation that we kind of have to. Okay. So, what are our daily synonyms and antonyms? So, a synonym basically means just a word that's like friend. So, in today's case, it'll be supporter, someone who encourages without needing the spotlight. How many of us, by show of hands, know somebody who's very supportive who doesn't need the spotlight? I do. I know people like that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me put my eye in there. Right. I know people like that. Now, neutral word means they could care less one way or the other. That is a peer, someone at a similar level of status, experience, or work without personal closeness. Okay. So a peer does not mean that they're your friend. It just means that they're somewhere of similar of stature to you. That's it. A peer could just be in your age group. Okay. Y'all ain't gotta like each other, but you're peers. Now, an antonym is the opposite of friend. Today's word would be adversary, someone who stands in direct opposition to your goals and your values. How many of us know people that are adversaries or that are adversarial? I know I do. I know several people that are like that pose as friends, but that's not what they are at all. Just saying. Okay. All right. So today we are talking about why your word means more than you know. Okay. Thank you, Christopher. Fun fact. Okay, hold on. Let me play my music. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can. God damn it. Nope, it didn't work. Hold on. Yes, it did. No. No, never mind. It really didn't. That's stupid. I'm going to find a different theme music for that one because that one kind of sucked. Just throwing it out there. Okay. Bre- Breaking your word creates mental clutter. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but every unkept promise becomes an open loop in your mind, reducing focus and increasing stress. And it also triggers guilt. So that's why closing that loop by keeping your word brings instant peace as well as instant gratification. So anytime you say you're going to do something and you break that cycle to yourself, that basically means that your word don't mean shit. And now some of you have actually been, for those of you who already been with me, we've kind of talked about some parts of this before, right? We've kind of talked about some of this before. Hold on. The reason why we're talking about it again tonight is because I had a conversation with somebody this morning, and one of the things that I do is I pay myself first. So if I get paid any amount of money, and I've told you guys this before, but for the people that are new, you don't know, so I'll tell you. I pay myself first. So somebody pays me, I get a check, I get a money order, I get something, right? Cash app doesn't matter. First thing I do is I go pay myself first. Anywhere from 10 to 20% of whatever I was paid, I pay me first. Okay. Now, the money that I have a lot of money that I've paid myself for. Okay. Now, my account, one of my accounts was down to like $66, but I refused to take any of my money to go put it in that account. So I'll pay myself first, and whatever's left over goes to bills, goes to allowances, goes to food, goes to entertainment, goes to all that other stuff. But that 10 to 20% is mine. Just like the government takes from us, I take from me first. See what I mean? So, but my friend was asking, so why didn't you just take money out of your fund and go put it in the bank? Simple. Because I told myself I can't use it for that. I said, my word has to mean more than what's going on outside of me. My word has to mean more to me than what's going on outside of me. I told her I'd rather struggle than go back on my word. And if you guys remember, I'm going to go back to this real fast. Hold on one second. What is number 3? What is my third um hold on, somebody says something. What is my third constitution? What is that third one? What's number 3 for me? I get to use it. Exactly, Christopher. Y'all hear that? Good job, Chris. Good job, Chris. Yes, sir. Lead by example. Yeah, I gotta shut it off. You have to shut off my stuff. You gotta shut it off. But you're right, Christopher. It's lead by example. Even if I'm by myself. So I could tell myself something, but if I'm not doing a good job, thank you, Yachty. Thank you, Jer Bear. Hold on, Wayne, bro. That, yeah, I don't know, buddy. I'll get to that in a second. But my point is that your word has to mean shit to you, even if nobody else knows about it. If I say that I'm gonna do something, then I do it. I don't give a fuck whether I told you or not. I gotta do it because I have to keep my word to myself. Right? Anytime I complete something or do something, I write it down on paper. Okay. Even if I've already done my stuff, I'll still come home, write it down just to cross it off. Because I said, oh, I was gonna do something and I did it. So you gotta keep your word to yourself. That's why number 2 says, stay calm and solid in my character. You see what I mean? Even if I'm by myself. So if I say that I paid myself this and the other, this is my money, then that's mine. If that other account goes under, then it just goes under. But I'm not putting shit of my money into that account. Not doing it. Not at all. Even if my name's on it, I'm good on that. So again, like I said, your word gotta mean something. All right? All right, let's start. So your word builds or breaks self-trust. Like I just said, my word to myself means everything. And if you can't keep your word to you, you ain't gonna keep it with nobody else either. Right? So example says you'll you say that you'll start tomorrow, but then tomorrow becomes next week, and then you still stop believing in yourself. How many of us have actually kind of been there, done that? You say that you're gonna do something, and you got that procrastination. You got that manana syndrome. Manana is Spanish for tomorrow. Look at me, Yachty, talking Spanish, right? We got that manana syndrome, right? But then manana never comes. Manana never comes. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't believe your own word, who's going to believe it? Think about that. Who's going to believe your word if you don't believe it? Why do you think we clap for ourselves? To give other people permission to do it for us and with us. And yes, ma'am, you're right, ma'am. Nobody. Ain't nobody going to believe shit that comes out your mouth because you don't believe it. Self-trust is earned like street credit. One kept promise at a time. That's it. And it ain't got to be nothing big. It could be small shit. Small stuff. If you say that you're going to get up at 6:45, get your ass up at 6:45. Ain't nothing else to talk about. And if you mess up, if the power goes out and your phone goes out, if all the power goes off in the house or whatever, that has nothing to do with you. Next day, get up at 6:45. See what I'm saying? It's not that we blame ourselves for it. Some shit's out of your control. Now, if you heard the alarm and you hit snooze 3 or 4 times, then come on, man. Let's get back at it tomorrow. You can feel bad if you want, but it's already over. Okay? All right. Let's move to the next one. Your word shapes your reality. Oh my God. This dude knows that I'm doing this. That's my kid. Sorry. He's gonna have to wait it out. And he said, Dad, I'm so sorry. I forgot you were doing podcasts. See what I mean? Fucking. All right. So anyway, so, um, so when you follow through, you don't just finish the task. You prove that who you are, right? So and that's a huge step too, because what that does is it allows us to know that not only can you follow your own advice, not only can you follow your own steps, but you can complete what you said you were going to do. You see what I'm saying? You can complete it. See, it's one thing to start, which is great. but oftentimes we don't complete a lot. Right? What did I told you guys something, and I'm going to put it on. Give me a second. Hold on one sec. Where's my media at? Okay. Game show, drum roll, please. I told you guys, and I'm going to say it real fast. And now, whoever can give me the answer and it be correct, I will cash app you $20 as soon as this is over. Okay? As soon as if you can answer this, I'll give you $20. I'll cash app it to you. Okay? You ready? All right. How much money? That's my kid. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's my kid. How much money does the self help industry make per year? Hey, you got to get it right. Ah, goddamn, that's annoying. That was not zero. How much money does the self help industry make per year? I'm gonna have to find a different one. We're gonna have to do some like Jeopardy type shit. Ah, no, no. So Rebecca's like 43, 42.3 billion. No. Jerry Bear says I missed that night. And Renita says zero. Close, but no. No. And it was in our fun fact. I figured that you guys wouldn't get it. But hold on. Nope. The number I gave you was 13 billion. 13 billion. Hold on one second. Let me go in. Because I know some of y'all like, man, what? That's bullshit. Hold on one second. Let me find what was the one that we did that on? Okay, saying no, guilt free. Hold on, let me see if I got it in here. Nope. Nope. Okay, nope. That one was not it. 52. Hold on one second. Okay, it's 53. Found it. Okay, why do we have. Hold on. You know what, guys? Hold on. Which one is this one? Okay, hold on. Give me one sec. Okay, let me try 54. Nope, that one was not it. Well, Yeah, you know what's so funny? Is that I do not think. Oh no, this is 52. Got it. Here we go. 52 was a very first fun fact. Number one, the self help industry makes over $13 billion a year. That's more than the music industry and the movie industry combined. And this was the biggest part. And yet, most buyers never actually finish the course or books that they actually pay for. Think about that. Most people don't even finish the books or any of the courses that they actually pay for. It's literally like spending money on the lottery. People just giving money away, giving it away. You get a piece of paper with some shit that you barely did. Just saying. I mean, come on now. Right? All right. Okay, here we go. All right, we're back. So your word, it has to mean something, right? And it shapes who and what we are. So the question is, are you living up to your words described? That was horrible. Let me react that. Are you living up to the person that your words describe? Basically, are you living up to the ideal individual that you claim to be or that you want to be? Are you living up to that? See what I mean? Are you living up to that? And I'm really asking. It's a real question. And I'll put I am now. Because before I wasn't. And I can be honest about that. Said insane. Oh wow, she said nope. Okay. What about you? Oh, Miss Renita's busy right now. Christopher said yes. Okay, good. What about you, Miss Anya? Are you living up to the person that you wanted to be? What about you, Jer Bear? What about you, Yachty? Are you guys living? And what about you out there? Are you guys living up to the person that you describe yourself to be? See, like I said, we have some very deep conversations, right? You don't have to answer if you don't feel the need to. Now, the people that are here, you got to answer. But everybody in TV land, you don't have to. Miss Yachty said nope. Thank you, Miss Ani, for being Yachty for being honest. Thank you, dear. Right? So yeah, the reality is that every promise you keep is a vote for the future version you. Think about that. Every promise you keep to yourself is a vote for the version of you out there. Right? So every time I show up to do this, I'm creating more of a stack for the guy that's at episode 100. You see what I'm saying? Every time I do something, that's where I'm at. That's where I am. I'm good. Right? That's where I'm at. So, and that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. It's to help you build a case for changing out what you're saying about yourself, right? Remember what we talked about? Rethink, reframe, retrain the way that we do things. That's all we're doing. Okay? Rethink, reframe, retrain. That's how that works. Okay? All right. Fun fact time. Hold on. Fuck it. It's annoying just going back and forth. All right, so here's the first one, I guess, second one. Your brain tracks broken promises, even private ones. Think about that. Remember, I've told you guys that before. Your brain tracks everything. Everything you say to yourself, your brain tracks it. Good, bad, or indifferent, it tracks it. Neuroscience shows that when you break your word to yourself, your brain registers it as a violation, lowering your self esteem, lowering your self trust, lowering your self confidence, even if nobody knows. Because at the end of the day, you know. And ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask a question. Where does clarity start from? Where does character start from? Where does integrity start from? Where does trust start from? Hey, what's up, Jess? I'm just asking, where does all this start from? Because if the neuroscience is showing that every time you break your word to yourself, your brain registers it as a violation. There it is, sir. There it is, ma'am. You're right. Inside. Christopher, yes, you're right. Me. It all starts with you first. It starts with you first. Okay? It starts with you first. All of it. So if you can't keep your word to you, you ain't gonna keep it to nobody else either. If you are a piece of shit to yourself, you don't think you're gonna be one to other people? If you can't keep your word to you gonna keep it to everybody else? Not at all. If you don't trust you, why would somebody else trust you? Just saying. Just something to think about. Number three, your word trains others how to treat you. Your words, as well as actions, but we'll get to that later. Your word trains other people in how to treat you. You say, you'll speak up the next time, but then you stay quiet again. How many of us have done that? I have. Here, matter of fact, I'll put it in there. I have. Yeah, I'm going to say something next time and don't say shit. I have. I've had those bouts of cowardice in me. I've had it. I've had it. I've had those bouts of like, damn man, I should have said something. I should have checked this. Right? I know I should have done it. Hey Jennifer. Oh, I don't know which one it is. There's like two or three of y'all in here. Not in here, but we've had two or three Jennifers. So whoever's here, hello. Right? But think about that though, man. And we do that a lot, quite often. Yadi says she does. Okay. So are you training people to take your word seriously or just take your word casually? Now that I'm asking you, are you training people to take your word seriously or are you training them just to be casual with it? Are you training people to take your word seriously? Or are you just willing it? It's okay. You don't have to take me seriously. You don't have to respect me. You don't have to respect my boundaries. right? Love you, baby. Right? And I'm really asking y'all, how are we taking people? Okay, doormat. So are you letting people treat you like a doormat, Rebecca? Are we training these people to treat you any kind of way? Because sometimes, oh, she said sometimes, okay, okay, okay. Th- Matter of fact, let me, now that deserves, thank you for being honest. And I'm honestly saying that. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. Thank you. Just saying, thank you for being honest. Because you say, yeah, sometimes I do. What about you, Jerry? What about you, Yachty? Hmm? What about you, Jessica? Are you teaching people to take your word seriously? Or are you teaching them to teach you casually? That your word don't mean much. If your word is soft with yourself, it echoes that softness to the world. Think about that. If it's a, yeah, I'm cool, in here, there's going to be a, yeah, I'm cool out there. But if it's a, hell yeah, in here, it's going to reflect out there too, right? Whatever's in here is going to reflect out there too. Just saying. Just saying. Okay? All right, let's move to the next one. Number 4, your word reveals what you actually value. Thank you, Ms. Yachty. And so have I. I with you too, ma'am. I have with you too. Matter of fact, all of y'all. I have personally, I know that I've personally grown from doing this last 55 days of not only holding myself accountable, but you guys have actually shaken me out of this imposter syndrome that I've had for so long. Yes, I had it. I don't now. Why don't I now? Because of the fucking experience. Because of the action that I've taken. Because now I have reference to for this, right? And now I have a whole new strategy. I have a whole new system. I have a new way of sacrifice, right? Every night that I do this, I'm sacrificing something else. I'm sacrificing for you to give you this information. Because the Lord knows if I record it, it ain't gonna never get out. That's why I go live all the time. Because I know me. Your word reveals what you actually value. You claim rest matters, but break every boundary to stay productive. Sound like somebody I know. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. You claim that rests matter, but break every boundary to stay productive. Or actually, in my friend's case, you break every boundary for an obligation. All obligation leads to other people, not ourselves. Come on. Hmm? Oh, okay. Jessica, I love that. She said, as of right now, I'm teaching people to not take me seriously, and that's all changing today. Muff, enough said. Enough said. See, we could go back and say, well, why haven't you done it before? Fuck that. As soon as you commit to it today in front of all of us, now we get to hold you now we get to hold you accountable to that. You see what I'm saying, Jessica? That's how this works. When you say that out here, when you say it out loud, not just to yourself, but to the group of us, oh no. Oh no. We got work to do. We got work to do. Yes, Miss Anya, you can give me a hell yes. Thank you, dear. Tell Ben and Max, thank you guys. You guys looked amazing. Thank you. You guys are so amazing. You are so welcome. They've been playing the whole. Oh no, they're okay. They're not even talking to me. They're talking to Jessica because of the cats. Listen, listen. My esteem is so high that anytime that there's a compliment, I assume it's about me. I'm gonna get most of you guys there too. Anytime in my Donald Trump voice, I'm gonna get you guys there too. Anytime I hear a compliment, I assume it's about me. Just throwing it out there. Thank you, Miss Anya. Miss Anya says, Fearless, I'm giving you a hell yeah. Thank you, Miss Anya. That's what's up, though, Jessica. Seriously. Is that my first example for me? That's it. Keeping your word, man. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you can do. Okay, now who are we talking about? Are we talking about me or are we talking about Jessica, Jerry? Because now I'm starting to develop a complex. All right. So anyway, so the question is, um, are your words aligned with your real priorities? Oh, thank you, Ben and Max. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Christopher. I feel the same way about you, man. He said, Fearless, he said, you're a good man, Fearless. Yeah, you went from somebody I didn't like much and avoided to a friend. I feel the same way about you, man. Exactly the same way. Thank you. But Christopher, it was not your mouth that changed my opinion of you. It was your actions that changed my opinion of you. And the way that you treat my friend, you will forever be in my debt, my friend. Forever. You are a good man. Good man. There's only that in my life, there's only a few men that I put on a high standard at a level that's at a particular precipice. Christopher, you're not up there, but my friend, you are edging up there. You are slightly moving up there. Just saying. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. All right, so you're welcome, Christopher. You're welcome, man. Um, so are your words aligned with your real priorities or your fears? So where are your priorities at? Where's your word at? Is it with your priorities or is it with your fears? And I'm really asking you guys, fear or just put P, priorities or fear? Because some of y'all may not be able to spell priorities. It's okay. It's okay. Because I would suck at spelling that shit too. I had to spell check all my shit. Promise you. Promise you. Stop playing. And thank you so much, Ben and Max. I aim to please, young men. I play, I aim to please, pleasure, please. Aim to please, gentlemen. Miss Anya says both of my socks are almost finished. I appreciate that. Thank you. Listen to this, and this now I had to find this quote because it was so good. Reality. Your word doesn't reveal what you want. It reveals what you're loyal to. Oh, let me see that too. Let me say it two more times. Your word does not reveal what you want. It reveals what you're loyal to. I gotta say it one more time because I gotta make it a pattern for y'all. Your word does not reveal what you want. It reveals what you're loyal to. What does that mean? Whatever you focus on is what you get. If all you do is talk nasty about people, what type of what is that going to tell me about you? It tells me exactly what you're loyal to. You're loyal to the idea of being nasty to other people. That's cool. Whatever. Do you, cousin. Right? And if I have to be around you, there will not be much said. It will be very respectful, but not much said. And again, I'm not like other people and say, I don't want drama in my life. I don't need drama in my life. I need you in my life. Because fuck it, I need to try to help you. If you believe that it's a problem. But if you don't see a problem, then neither do I. Hmm? All right, hold on one sec. You already know what's coming. Sorry, this is going to keep going. Sorry. All right, fun fact time. All right, ancient cultures saw a person's word as binding, as law. In many tribal societies, your word was your contract. There were no lawyers. Breaking it didn't just cost reputation, it cost honor. Think about that. It didn't just cost your reputation, it cost your honor. Think about that. There was some shit that happened to me a couple weeks back. Matter of fact, I think 2, 3 weeks back. And I lost one of my contracts. No big, whatever. Happens. It didn't bother me that I lost the contract. What bothered me was my name being drug in the mud on some shit that had nothing to do with us. Because the state couldn't take accountability for their fuck up, so then they blamed us for it. We became liable for their fuck up. I didn't give a shit about the contract. There's more than one contract out here. It's 1,000. And remember, I work by abundance. So you didn't stop shit this way. It was my name that bothered me the most. It was the fact that I told you my word and you second guess my shit. That is what bothered me. Give a fuck about money. Jessica will tell you, I don't give a fuck about money. Don't. Very easy to come by. But your reputation, your honor, your word, man, that shit takes a minute to build. And somebody can just fucking shit on it just like that. So to me, my word means something. If I say something, then that's what it is. So, Jessica, if you say that starting today, my word is it, I don't give a shit what you did back in the day. I only care about what you're doing now. And right now, you and I are in the same boat with our word being everything. Let me ask the rest of y'all. Tonight, can we all say, and be honest, it's okay. Can we say that starting tonight, Your word is going to mean everything to you. Whether you say it to yourself or you say it to other people, you're going to stand on whatever the fuck comes out your mouth. Can I get a fuck yes? I don't need a hell yes. Give me a fuck yes. And if it's not, you can say, not right now. You can say, not right now. You can say it. Why would you want to? But I don't want you lying to me. I don't want you lying to the group. Oh, I already got one. I got a fuck yes. I got a fuck yes. And somebody said that they word will mean something. Whether it's to themselves. There's my girl. There's motherfucking Renita, my mad scientist. Renita said, fuck yes. Where you at with it? That's what I'm talking. Yachty. Yadira. Huh? Mendez Flores said yes. Fuck yes. That's all I'm. Listen, y'all. This is how it starts. One day you just decided, nah, you know what? My word means something now. Now, here's the thing. I want to make sure y'all know something. Your word now means something to you, right? Here's the thing, though. I need y'all to hear this. Your word means something to you, but your word still don't mean shit to somebody else. Okay? But you got to remember that on the motherfucking 15th of May, that's to say, that's the day that you decided that your fucking word was everything. That's the day that you decided that your word is law. You ain't breaking that shit for no. Listen to me. If you need to break it, just keep your fucking mouth shut. Just be like, you know what, I'm cool. I don't want to talk about it. Just say I don't want to talk about it. Because then at that case, you didn't put nothing on nothing. Nobody knows about it, and you didn't set anything for yourself. You just said, you know what, I'm not touching this right now. You see what I'm saying? Because otherwise, what happens is that you start setting these high ass expectations that you cannot fucking manage, and that ain't what we want. We want you to set those expectations small, but that also means that you're going to be around people that are habitual line steppers, yo. Okay? These people don't know that on the 15th, you took a personal pledge to say that my word is law. That's that. You see what I'm saying? Right? I already got my fuck yes. So that means I have to hold y'all to that. You see what I'm saying? I now have to hold you to that. Okay? All right. How do you guys feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? And I'm really asking you, how do you guys feel about that? That's a pretty big step. This is a big step, y'all. How do you guys feel about that? Look at all these fuck yeses. Look at all these fuck yeses. I'm loving it. Mr. Adira said, honestly, great. Now I'm going to dig a little deep on you, Yachty, but I'm not picking on you because I'm going to dig on everybody. Why does that feel great? Jerry, why does that feel empowering? She said, chill, bro. I'm trying to. I'm going to try. But why does that feel great? Why does that feel empowered? Why does that feel good? I'll tell you why I'm asking as soon as you guys answer. Why does that honestly feel great? Why do you now feel empowered? Okay. 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 I love that. Chris, and that's something small. And she been talking about that all day. Me and my man, are we going to Cheddar's tonight? Me and Christopher are going to Cheddar's tonight. You know what I'm saying? She's like, we going to Cheddar's tonight. And I love that, man. I love that. I love that. Then she said, no, I feel chill. I'm not telling you to chill. She said, and I like that about you, Chris, that you accomplish the shit that you say you're going to do. That's the sign of a good man. Okay? Because it's time to step it up. Yes, ma'am, it is. Yes, ma'am, it is. Yeah, what Yachty said. It's about damn time. Hell yes. And again, that's all it is, man. Jessica, I would love to understand why this is so important to you too. You know? All right, let's move to the next. All right, number five. Your word creates emotional leaks. Okay? Every unkept promise takes up space in your mental inbox because your mind keeps saying, man, you didn't keep your word on this. You didn't keep your word on this. You didn't keep your word on that. You see what I'm saying? Your mind, like I told you before, he keeps track of all this. He keeps track of it. So, what would your mind feel like? Let me ask you, where would your life be right now if you kept every promise to yourself? Every one of them. And here's the thing: if you canceled it, if you stopped it, it was because you know what? This either A wasn't the right time, which that does happen. Something outside of you that has nothing to do with you, right? But you consciously said, you know what? I gotta stop this one. Okay. If you got a broken leg, you're not running. I don't give a fuck if you told yourself, hey man, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna run 3 miles every single day, no matter what. If your leg or legs are broke, you're not running shit. At least not for a few months. You're not. You see what I'm saying? So I'm talking about something where if you stopped, you did it because you had to. It wasn't conducive for you. Where would your life be right now if you either kept every promise or you canceled them consciously? But no matter what, you kept your word. How would that make you? How would that make you feel? What would you do? Where would you be? Oh, Jessica gave me a fatty. Whoo. Oh, hold on. Chris gave me one too. Chris said, "Have more money because um, I would never move from my savings to my checkings. I have planned to leave in savings." Okay, okay, that's a good one, Christopher. That's a good one. Okay, so keeping my word to myself seems to be the biggest solution to my recent dilemmas in accomplishing my goals. Um, the moment I take my word seriously and stop lying to myself, I think I'll see my life start to head in the right direction. I mean, it's going to head in that direction for sure. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys a public service announcement. Let me give you guys a warning because do you remember when we talked about the LV, what is it now? The EVLN. It was voice, nope, exit, voice, loyalty, neglect, and then there was C, and then there was T. Do you guys remember what the C was? The first person who can tell me what the C was in the EVLN, I will cash up you $20. First person who can tell me what C was in that is getting $20 at the end of our thing. At the end of the show tonight, I will get your Cash App and send you $20. What was C in the EVLNCT thing that I taught you? And we went over it twice. So what was C? No, I'm happy about this. I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. Why do I? Wow. Nope. Jessica got it. No, sir. Jessica got it. Consequences. Consequences. There's a consequence in everything that we do. Everything we do has a set of consequences that goes along with it. Consequences. So, in keeping your word, being a person of honor, being a person of character, integrity, holding yourself accountable, taking responsibility, ownership comes with consequences. You're not just gonna walk off scot free like there ain't nothing gonna happen to you. I'm telling you, this shit is for real. It's like I promise you, it's not a game. It's that shit when you talk to your boss, like, bro, who are you talking to? And know that you can be fired, but know that you're not gonna stand here and disrespect me. We're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? Yo, that this is the type of shit that we're on. So again, like I'm telling y'all, it, this is one thing to say that this is what you stand on. It's something different when you stand on it. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is for real. It is not a joke. And I know that here's the thing: most coaches, most motivational speakers, people in the self-help industry in general will tell you, oh, it's gonna be difficult. No, motherfucker, it's gonna be hard. And you're gonna retreat back to the shit you were doing before. Because it's easier to just not take any accountability. It's easier that your word don't mean shit, especially to yourself. It's a lot easier. Like Jessica just said, it's easy to fucking lie to yourself than have to deal with the consequences. When we talked about um when we talked about some of the things that we need to be doing, I said, you know what, I'm gonna start going for a walk at least 2 days a week. Right? I said I'm gonna ask Miss Anya if I can start if she will walk with me. Because Miss Anya loves to walk. We've been doing it ever since I said it. Matter of fact, Miss Anya, could you tell people when we go walking? What days do we walk? Right? See, again, it's something totally different when you say it versus when you live it. Right? And the consequence is that you got to do it. You can go walking just like Jerry went out walking and hurt himself. There's a consequence to that. Right? But it still doesn't mean that you stop working out. It just means you got to work out a different way. Walking might not be in for you right now. And if you do go walking, maybe you walk for 5 minutes and then walk back to the house. Walk to the mailbox, walk back. Walk around the house, walk back inside. You may have to do that for a little bit of time. You see what I'm saying? Or get your arms moving. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind. I was watching, what's his name? Richard Simmons has a whole goddamn sweating to the oldies type shit. All them old women sitting in them chairs doing shit. Nah, get your ass up and move. Not you. I'm just saying in general, right? Reality says broken words become background noise that drowns out clarity and peace. It drowns it out. Because all you can think about is the shit that you said you were going to do. Could you imagine the chitter chatter I had in my head before we started doing this? There you go, buddy. That's it. Like he said, man, slow and steady. Even a little bit will catch up. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Remember when he had that little Christopher? So I have Red and I have Andy Dufresne as my little bobbleheads up there. I have Red and Andy Dufresne. Slow and steady, sir. Slow and steady. You're very much right. That's how it works. Okay? And I used to have a lot of that shit going on in my head. So everything I'm telling y'all, like I told you before, is shit that I lived, shit that I went through myself. So I'm not telling you anything that I haven't gone through. I still get a little nervous jumping on, but I just say, fuck it, let's go. And I don't know if it's nervousness or just jitters of just getting started. You know, if that makes any sense, right? Okay, let's move to the next one. All right, number 6, your word is your first agreement with reality. There it is. Miss Anki said it. We go walking Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. That's when we go walking. Every week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then when she goes home, she go walking again with Christopher. See what I mean? So, like I told Jessica, when you find somebody to work out with somebody who's already going to the gym anyway. Work out with somebody who does not have any excuses for not going. Work out with somebody they are a gym rat. They go every single day unless something happened where they could not go. But 95% of the time, they're at that gym, usually during the same exact time. If you go to a gym every week for 2 weeks, you're going to start finding that there's a certain group of people, one or two, that are there every single time you go. Every single time. Those are the people you go work out with. Don't work out with your friends. I wouldn't. I would work out, number one, with people that I don't know, and number two, with people that are gym rats. Just saying. Okay? All right, so I'll be there. I'll change that. I'll start now. These shape your experiences of life. So as soon as you say it, you got to do it. That's why I told you be careful of what comes out of your mouth. And if you don't, here's the thing, what happens sometimes is that we have every intention of doing it in the moment. But then when it comes up to showing up, we ain't nowhere to be found. So that's why I'm telling y'all, sometimes you keep your mouth shut to yourself. Don't even say it to yourself. You can think it all day long, but don't say, this is what I'm going to do. Even to you. Don't say shit. Just do it. Just do it. That's kind of how I tricked myself into doing this. This thing is still here. 15 pieces, 15 days, 15 minutes. Come on, man. Come on. I didn't. I told myself for 10 years I was gonna do this, lying to myself, making all kind of excuses. I saw 15 pizzas. There you go. 15 pizzas, right? But guess what, man? Now we're here together. And I get to impart this knowledge and all the shit that I have in me to you. This built up shit that I've been just having in me, I get to give to you. Right? These are yours. These are yours. Okay? All right, so what's our question? Do your words create the life you want or the one that you keep avoiding? I know that's kind of deep, ain't it? Do your words create the life you want or the one you keep avoiding? And I'm really asking you guys, what say you? Jessica, Yadira, Rebecca, Renita, Christopher, Jerry? Are your words creating the life you want or the ones you keep avoiding? And like I said, right now, this is the honesty zone. You know? And remember, guys, we took that oath together that for the next, at least for the next 45 days, anything that pops into that mouth and comes out, you got to run that. Anything you say, man, if whatever you say to yourself, you got to stand on that. So be very careful of what you say, even to yourself. As soon as you be like, you know what, I'm going to start blah, 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 blah. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not going there. I'm not saying shit. Nope, nope. Even to yourself. Nope. I don't want to hear it. Stop, stop, stop. I don't want to hear it. That may be what you have to say to yourself. Stop. I'm not doing this. Nope. Not saying nothing. And then show up and do it. Then you can say, that's what I did. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes don't even say it to yourself. Right? But if you do say it to yourself, that means you got to stand on that. Okay? That means you got to stand on that. Okay? Words aren't intentions, they're contracts. Speak like it matters, act like it's binding. Listen to that. Speak like it matters, act like it's binding. See, your words are not intentions, they're fucking contracts. So every time you say that you're going to do something that is a binding contract, that now you have to stand on. You got to live by that. You have to live by that. One of my favorite movies of all time. So I want to show you guys real fast. What is this? What is this? 52? Perfect. I want to show you guys not only my favorite book, because it was a book, but my favorite movie. God damn, where we at? Fucking ain't even pop up. Okay, hold on. Oh, dude. Okay, hold on. Boop. Okay, let me show you. This right here is my favorite movie. Like, what? It's in my top 10. Top 10 favorite movies, right? Javier Bardem. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is And not just one of my favorite movies. It's also one of my favorite books. One of my favorite books. This the guy in the middle, Anton Bardem, played a guy named Anton Sugar. Anton Sugar was a fucking sociopath. He was cool, he was calm and collected at all times. Even when he was shot, didn't make a sound. Like, if y'all get a chance to watch this movie, please watch it. It is so good. So good. But it drives my point home. This guy, once he got it in his head that you were gone, I mean, like, unalived. Like, I'm sorry, I keep thinking the camera's there. It's like you're unalive. He was going to follow through with that. The only thing that would prevent this man from unaliving you is the flip of a coin. He let chance, he let the flip of a quarter decide whether you will live or go have dinner with Jesus. Do you understand what I'm saying? And Woody Harrelson is in this movie. And one of the lines that Woody Harrelson said was, he said, Anton has a set of values. He has a code. And it's not like a code that normal people would have. It's something that extends you and I. He has his own personal code. So if that man is coming for you, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Because his word meant something, whether you knew it or not. That fucker was coming for you. And there was nothing that you could do aside the coin. Now, if he wanted to spare you, he let the coin decide. But he would make you call it. So you'd have to call heads or tails, and then after that, he'd take you out. If if you lived, then he'd just walk away. But if you didn't, it wasn't gonna go well for you. But that's the reason why. I'm not saying that all of you need to become sociopaths by any means. All I'm telling you is that your word gotta be something. Fuck everybody else. It gotta be something to you, right? Because if you can stand on the word to yourself, you ain't gonna have no problem holding other people accountable, and you're not gonna have any problems with boundaries. Your boundaries will be fucking done. From now on, you won't have another boundary issue. I guarantee it. You keep your word to yourself, you will never have another boundary issue again. Never. That's my word. Okay? All right, so fun fact, and again, we've talked about this a little bit before. Oh, hold on. Gotta do my so fucking stupid. I really gotta find a different one. Sorry. So micro promises matter more than big ones. So you can say that I'm gonna do something really big and keep that to yourself. But it's not the big ones. It's those small little things that you said you would do that add up to something big. So studies in behavioral psychology show that people who keep small daily promises, like making their beds, sticking to a 5 minute habits, build more long term confidence than those who only chase big milestones. Right? Think about that. Watch this. Watch this. So I'm gonna have to ask him, But what? Watch this. He's not watching me either. But I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, so come here real quick. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, guys.
They're over here.
Oh, sorry. Hello, guys.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So when I wake up in the morning, what's the first thing I do?
You just stay in bed until you like help Ben's with his clothes.
Okay, well, okay, but before I leave my bedroom, what do I do?
You make your bed.
Do I do that sometimes or every day?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
When's the last time you not seen me make my bed?
When I was little and we used to sleep together.
Yes. So that was the last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but for the last few years, I've made my bed.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I just haven't saw you do it though.
No, because you never watched me make my bed because
Just
it's already made. You in your room.
yeah.
Now, how often do I ask you to make your bed?
Like sometimes, but mostly all the time.
Yeah.
Because I don't like making my bed.
Okay.
And until Friday though, or until the ladies come.
See what I mean? Just saying, y'all. Seriously. All right, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so again, I make my bed every single morning, every morning, without fail. The reason is because, like I said, if you can master just doing real simple shit, you can master anything else. That is the one thing that I do every day I wake up. Besides get Vince ready, I make my bed before I go get him ready, right? But that's that. Just takes 3 4 minutes. Not even that. Move your pillows, pull your blanket up, put the pillows back on, and you're done. The rest of my room stays clean, so right. But that's what I do every single day, no matter what. Okay. All right. So with that said, I think we are complete. Here are your daily cheat sheets. If you guys want them, let me know. I will send you copies. They're already done. Um, but before I let you go, which one resonated with you the most? Was it the first one? Um, your word build shit? Yes, please. Wow. Okay, got you. Miss Yachty, Mr. Jerry got you. Your word shapes your reality. Number three, your word trains others on how to treat you. Your word reveals what you value. Your word creates emotional leaks. And your word is a first agreement with reality. Majati said all of them. Okay. Chris said 2 and 4. Your world shapes your reality. Your word shapes your identity. Okay. And your world shapes what you actually value. Okay. I like that, Chris. I see where you are. Um, Miss Jessica says 3 and 4. Um, your word trains others to how to treat you, yes. And your word reveals what you actually value, okay? She said, I'm not sure, but the whole topic was great. We're basically, the topic at hand was why your word means more than you know. So it's not about keeping your word with other people. It's about keeping your word with yourself first. And Renita, I'm going to send you these because it also gives examples um, of each one of these things as well. Okay. And if you need help with any of it, let me know. I got you. Okay. I got you. I'll walk you through it. You know me. I got you. Okay. Or whatever. So let me know what you need. No problem. Everybody, I will send this to you guys. Tonight was great. I loved it. Um, Real quick before I let you go, how do you guys like where my camera's positioned now? Should I keep it this way or should I change it back? How is this? Is it better or worse? Let's put that. Better or worse? Where I have the camera now. Because I can kind of read this. I can read this and I'm not just, you know what I mean? Oh shit. She said change it back, please. Really? Do the rest of you feel that way? Change it back? She said change it back. Really? Okay, hold on. Let me see something. What on? Is that better? Or just put it back? Okay, here, let me see. You look smaller. Okay, god damn it. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, is that better? Is that better? Hold on, let me see something. Wait a minute. Y'all, hold on. Okay, so she said better. Okay, guess. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I promise I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try something right quick. Cause my phone connects with this. Let me try something real fast. Because I think that what I might. So is it better because you can see me better now? Okay. It's, okay, that's fine. Okay, so it says that. Okay, what? Oh, okay, so it's in webcam mode, so it's not gonna let me do it. All right, never mind. Sorry, y'all. I thought I could actually go in and change it and make it bigger, but never mind. All right, I'll keep it like this, and then um, I'll figure out how to make it bigger. But if it's bigger, is that okay? Or just keep it this way? Keep it like this? Because if you say keep it like this, and I'll keep it like this. Better? Did y'all hear that? Bum, bum, bum. Is that better? But then you guys wouldn't be able to really see shit. All right, fine. I'll keep it like that. Okay, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I kept you a little bit past my bedtime. I'm gonna go play a video game. Uh, what is it? Assassin's Creed Shadows. Just in case you guys are wondering, I will see you tomorrow. Um, get some rest, sleep well, dream big, and in the amazing, immortal words of Miss Anya, bye.